Hey guys, it's Nia Imani here, and I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that, like, I'm just not going back to college. Like, I just can't do it anymore. Like, my first semester was very stressful. Like, it's just not for me. I just don't feel like that's where I should be, and all I'm saying is some bullcrap. Hey guys, it's Nia, and yeah, I just completely lied. That's definitely a lie. But I did come to tell you guys about my first semester of college and how everything went. I titled it "I'm dropping out of college" because, you know, it's an attention grabber. But I'm definitely not dropping out of college. But let's just roll on into the video. So as you guys do know, I attend the illustrious Hampton University. I am studying strategic communication, so I am a scripper. If you don't know what a scripper is, basically the School of Communications is named after Scripps Howard, and we call ourselves scrippers at our school. So I'm basically just going to tell you guys about, like, I wrote some things down basically about how my first semester went. I know I'm not done with my first year of school, but I did think that having like a recap of the first semester, you know, be a little refreshing. And you guys tend to ask a lot of questions about how I'm doing at Hampton University, so that's what I would tell you guys. So my first semester at Hampton was new. I do attend a school that's not where I'm from. I attended a school out of state. I did not know that many people going in. I probably knew actually one person, and that was about it. But I did it, and I happened to make friends there, like actual friends, I can say. Being home, away from my home, was not the worst. I thought it was going to be a little bit worse than, like, I thought it was going to be bad. I thought it was going to be, like, homesick, sad all the time. That was not the case. When you go away from school, you really have to make sure that you're keeping yourself involved and that you're doing things to keep yourself from, like, falling low and being too homesick, and that you're so homesick that you don't get your work done. So, most definitely, I was okay. I wasn't homesick. Like, I got a little homesick, but it wasn't, like, terrible. So that's really that. Like, if you guys watch my vlog, you see I'm having like I was having a good or an okay time, so you know that, like, I wasn't terrible. And I list all my vlogs in the description box below, so you guys can go check those out if you haven't. Also, my first semester of college has taught me that your GPA is not everything, and you don't have to, like, necessarily, like, kill yourself or stress yourself about it. So when I say that your GPA isn't everything, I don't necessarily mean that. So what I'm saying, that take that with a grain of salt. Your GPA does mean a lot. You don't want to graduate with a 2.1. That's not a good look at all. Like, it's really not a good look at all. But what I'm saying is, don't have this mentality that your GPA defines who you are. You need to make sure that you're keeping yourself healthy, and then that you're not stressing yourself out, and that you're not killing yourself just so you can have this GPA, just so, I don't know what you're going to prove to yourself that you can do that. A lot of people, I felt like they were really stressing themselves out and killing themselves. Like, oh, I just have to have this GPA. I have to have this GPA. I have to have this GPA. Are you okay? Like, just make sure that your health is okay. But I'm most definitely saying, like, you do need to aim for the stars. And make sure that you're putting all your effort and all your work into all of your work. If you need a tutor, if you need help, please be sure to, like, reach out. I feel like I didn't reach out enough when I needed assistance in my work. I'm really bad at math, and I didn't take advantage of all the resources that I needed to take advantage of so that I can get the best math grade that I needed. My pride kind of got in the way with that, but don't let that hinder you. You need to make sure that you're using all of your resources and that you're just fulfilling your goals. Like, don't worry about if somebody has a 3.9, somebody has a 4.0, somebody has this, that, and a third. We're not somebody's parents is not paying for your tuition. So just make sure that you're in your lane, and you're setting goals for yourself to make sure that you know where you want to be. I feel like I'm kind of rumbling. Like, I just really hope you guys are, like, understanding what I'm saying. Like, don't measure your success on somebody else's. Like, stop comparing yourself, because I feel like that's where a lot of people get stressed out. So that goes right back to the GPA. Don't worry about somebody else's 4.0, 3.9, this, 10, and the third. Just make sure that you are growing and that you are succeeding within your limits, and just make sure that you're growing. So that's what I have to say about that part. So college has definitely taught me some great life lessons. people come from all different walks of lives, and everybody else's story is different from yours. Okay, so like my high school years, everybody was similar. Like everybody was kind of the same. I was a little different from everybody, but for the most part everybody was the same, it seemed like. So going to college, I met a lot of different people. A lot of different people said different things. They went through different things. And what I've learned is people are not always going to agree with you. And that's okay. Like, it really helps you build character and understanding for everybody when you're hearing different things that might not agree with you think about a situation, a subject, or this, that, and the third. So college has definitely taught me to have a more open mind than I already have. I got a lot more woke at school, just by seeing different things, hearing different people. I was already woke. I was never, sleep, but it definitely has taught me that you have to just have an open mind, and you have to be respectful of others and where they come from and what they believe in. But you also need to remember to vocalize your opinion, but do everything like that in a respectful way. College has definitely taught me time management. So I have a planner, I have a calendar, I have reminders on my phone, I have a calendar on my phone to keep me on track. Did I use it? 85% of the time. However, time management is very important. College is not hard, depending on your major, but college is definitely doable. So what I'm saying about when it's doable, your teachers give you your work. You have a time frame to complete your work. It's based on you to get your work done in that time frame. If somebody gives you an assignment on the first day of school, say the first day of class is September 1st, and they tell you, hey, this assignment is due November the 2nd, you're thinking, oh, I got all this time, this, that, and the third, I'm going to do it the day before it's due. Why? When you could have just been pacing yourself and getting your work done. So college is really all about time management. Just make sure that you're doing everything in an allotted time, and you're doing it with your best foot forward. So it definitely has taught me that instead of taking a nap, I could have been studying for a history test. I could have been studying my math. I could have been writing some of my essay, just so the things can get done. Also, you just want to make sure that you're just giving yourself reasonable amounts of time. So that also runs into my next little topic. Procrastination does not work in college. It doesn't. You can say, oh, I'm a finesse, this, that, and the third, but procrastination, it's not going to work. You're not, 9 times out of 10, I'm a procrastinator. I'm going to just say it. But if I wasn't a procrastinator, my work probably would be a lot better. I'm not saying, like, I don't want you guys to think, like, oh, Nia is dumb. She got this terrible GPA. I'm good. But what I'm saying is that don't procrastinate. Just get it done, and make sure that you're putting your best foot forward. If you do happen to procrastinate, just make sure that you just still do your work right. But like I said, college is a lot of free time. Your schedule is very flexible, so there's always some type of way for you to fit your work in and get what you need to get done. Just make sure, college has taught me that I should study more efficiently. So since I was little, like in elementary school, I was in the magnet program, or the gifted quest program, which made me feel like entitled to just being smart. Like everything was going to be so easy peasy, lemon squeezy to me. I don't need to study, I don't need to do that, I don't blah blah blah. So I kind of got this rude awakening my senior year of high school when I was taking AP. I did take AP courses throughout my high school years, but I was taking taking my AP class, AP Econ, and I realized, I might need to study. Like, I need to crack up my book and study. That did not click until I got back into college. I was like, Nia, why didn't you listen to yourself? So I realized that I needed to study. When I got one of my like grades back from one of my tests, I got like a 70, and I'm like, damn, I thought I studied. Didn't really study. So after that, I literally made high B's and high A's on my test, because I began to study more efficiently. So when I'm saying to studying more efficiently, I'm talking about taking notes, reading my textbook, going over my notes. That's a big problem. A lot of people they don't read over their notes. But I try to read over my notes, try to write them again, read the book more, highlight, and just make sure that I'm really grasping what's going on. So college is definitely about studying more efficiently and making sure that you are understanding the material. And if you're not understanding the material, make sure like you kind of find like a study group and people who aren't understanding the material as well, so that you guys can like kind of help each other and basically get what's going on, because the teachers are not necessarily always going to help you. So you want to make sure that you're helping yourself as well. Okay, so my first semester of college has also taught me that everybody is not your friend. I already knew this from the jump, but I'm just gonna like reiterate it to you guys. So everybody's not your friend. People just come around because it's like beneficial to them, and I'm not one of those people. Like I literally like can see through people, so I can understand. I like know that that's the case, but I'm definitely like trying to emphasize that college will show you that everybody's not your friend. Some people just want to hang out, some people want to just use your notes, or just you cheat off of you, or just be around just to be around. That's really that. Just be very cautious about who you choose to hang around in school as well, because you might not believe it or want to believe it, but a bird of a feather flock together. I think that's the quote, but it's definitely true. Like if you're hanging out with a group of hoes, you're a hoe by association. I'm sorry. Or if you're hanging out with some little potheads, just things. If you're hanging out with groups of people, like clusters of people that are similar, and you're hanging out with them, 9 times out of 10, everybody around you is going to think that that's what you are too. So you just want to make sure that you're keeping your image as good as possible. I'm not one that really cares about what people say, and I typically don't hang out with people who are negative, so I don't really have that problem. But just make sure that you're just keeping your image how you want your image to be. Not necessarily saying that you have to keep your image the best. If you want to hang out with hoes, that's cool. Hang out with the hoes. Be the best hoe friend you can be. Hoe by association, pothead by association. Just be all of that. Cool with me. Not hurting me at all. But just make sure that you do understand that everybody's not your friend. And when I say that, I mean don't tell everybody your business. Everybody doesn't need to know your business. I go to a small school, and I be knowing everybody's business, and I don't be wanting to know it, but people be telling me, and now I know everybody's business. So just make sure that you really kind of keep everything on the hush hush. When it comes to your personal life, just make sure that everybody's not in your Kool-Aid, because they don't need to know the flavor. Another thing that college has definitely taught me is that building great relationships are, they're good, and avoid having negative relationships with people. So you never know who you're going to meet in college and how they can benefit you or how you can benefit them. So just make sure that even if you don't like this person, don't burn that bridge. You never know if they're going to hire you in the future, or if you're going to be in a group project with them. I'm not saying go around and be everybody's best friend, but definitely avoid burning bridges. So make sure that you just keep those connections and you just stay positive, and really just try to be like a social butterfly, or like just a friendly person, because even if you didn't talk to somebody every day, if you still like said hey and just kept everything cool, calm, and collected with them, I'm pretty sure they'll remember you. And if you ever needed something from them, or vice versa, if they kept it cool with you, I'm pretty sure you'll be more likely to help them and be a good friend. So that's really what my first semester of college has taught me. Really just to stay focused. Don't get lost in the sauce at all. I think that's what a lot of people tend to do. They like to go out and get party and get drunk and smoke weed. It's really not that serious, and it's really not that fun. It's other things to do. Like your degree comes first. I know C's do get degrees, but your degree comes first, and you want to make sure that you're putting your parents' hard-earned money, your student loans, your FAFSA, whatever, your scholarship money. You want to make sure that you're actually doing what you need to do when you do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Somebody did ask for a Hampton University Q&A. I think I feel more qualified to do so next semester towards the end, because this was only my first semester. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out my college vlogs, and I love you guys.